Hello guys, Sunday, so it's my day off. Just been down the trampoline park with the boy. Little clip now quick. Hell of a good laugh. Go Wolf. So just come back, my missus has finished her social media work, so the boy's going to bed for a few hours. I've just done a little bit of a tidy up. This gets a bit messy when you're working around, isn't it? Still got a bit more of a tidy up anyway, but the first thing I'm going to do is show you some more of my K1. That's another 500 litres there, that got delivered last weekend on a pallet from Evolution Aqua, courtesy of Exclusively Koi. Cheers Ryan and Kev. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, before I show you around what I've been up to, is I'm going to purge my lines in the main pond and just give it a bit of a... That's the one thing I've done. When I was building this pond, I neglected my other pond where the fish was, so you've got to spend a little bit of time, haven't you, and make sure your livestock is okay. So what I'm going to do is purge the 2 lines. That'll drop the water level quite a lot, and then I'll have time then to turn the water trickling up a little bit just to get it back up to speed. So let's go and do that now. So again, guys, obviously water's looking fantastic, lovely and clear at the moment. I've actually turned every pump down like by 50%. And the water is like literally, you know, I've got the air on at the moment, but the water is absolutely, let me turn it off really, really quick. But I found a significant, like it's literally crystal clear. Like literally, the fish look like they're hovering from my point of view, that you can see everything on the floor. And that's purely from turning the backy shower down by 50% and turning this down by 50%. So I think the water literally is having a lot more contact with this, and that's where you're getting down to the real fine micro one, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I know the screen is it takes a lot out, but I think this actually polishes the water afterwards. So yeah, so that's really good. My KH was a little bit low yesterday, so I buffered it up, as you can see there, 7.6. And also I've started to reduce the temperature of the pond ready for the Newark show. So yeah, so how I've got to do this now is I've got to empty my drum. I give it a clean down inside, and then when the drum's empty, then I purge each one of the bottom drains in. So I lose the equivalent of pretty much 2 drums full of water, but at least then the drains are purged and they're clean. It's a nightmare to get to them, and that's why I'm making my other pond's drains a lot easier to purge. Right, there we are then, guys. That's the bottom drains purged. So you can see I lose about 3 inches of water by doing that. But I take all the screens out, clean them. Water's a little bit murky from just purging the last line. Just got enough water coming in there to keep going over the shower. And like I said, getting to that ball valve right down the bottom there is an absolute nightmare. That's exactly why when you do your first pond and you're making mistakes, never make them again. Right, there we are, that's it. Glass cleaned, all the lines purged. And what I've done is I've put a little bit of Lernix in there, because I'd done a scrape yesterday and I found like 1 fluke on a scrape. So because they're going to the show next week, I want to make sure they're looking their best and they ain't flashing in those vats. So little dose of Linux Pro today now, full dose, and I'll do 2 half doses. Seeing as I've just cleaned and purged the drains and cleaned everything, perfect time to do it. I literally had just the amount to do a full treatment today, a half treatment tomorrow of Fluke Salt Plus actually. So 2 different ones. Fish look happy enough, they're swimming around. They're like, ooh, water level's a bit lower than normal. Keep them on their tails, innit? Excuse the mess of house, boys and girls, but look what my wife has just surprised me with. Oh my god, we are the ultimate lazy people, aren't we? Lovely bit of Sunday dinner. So guys, it's getting hard work now. It's like all the big things are done, and it's like all the little tiny bits that take ages, but you don't really see a load of progress, but there is, if you know what I mean. So let me spin you round and show you what I've done. I can't quite remember what I put in the last video, but we're actually onto the roof now. So my next big project for today and tomorrow, now bear in mind I've only been home for about an hour, so I've just finished like looking after the fish. Benched all the fish for Newark as well this week, so that's exciting. I think I'm going to swap one or two around, but I've got until the 24th anyway. So so what I've been up to this week in the evenings when I've come home is just lots and lots of little bits and bobs. But you've got to do these little bits in preparation to do the big bits, like the footings and stuff like that. So laying footings is pretty boring, but like it's really exciting the next day when it's going off, because you can do the walls and the retaining walls. So I'm going to show you that in a minute. I've got my beam, which I've been scratching my head about. People have commented saying stainless steel beams, way out of my price budget realistically. Lots of different beams. I've asked Nikki, and what they do on site is they get two beams and they glue them together. So that's what I'm doing. So I've bought the glue, I've bought some Gorilla Glue. It's the stuff that foams up, so that's good. Got all the clamps, got all the screws. So that's one of the jobs that I'm going to be doing today. I'm just trying to work out in my head how I want to do the roof and how I want the roof to interact with the decking height wise, and also what I want the main pond roof, how to interact with the actual pump house. So it's just, there's 101 ways to do a gazebo roof, a lean-to roof, whatever you want to call it. But obviously in my mind, what I want to do is in the winter, I'm boxing this whole, all the sides off, so it makes an actual greenhouse. So it's going to be way cheaper on heating costs and the safety for the fish basically. So to that end of things, I don't want the beams running across, sitting on the main joist. So I'm gonna get tomorrow. Today now I'm gonna glue the beam up. I've got the two uprights to put into situate and to cut and all that kind of stuff. So I can put those up today, and then I've got the wall plate to put on tomorrow, and also the beams. So I'm gonna get hangers for the beams. I'll show you right now. So don't look at that old. So what I've done is I put another course of briquettes at the top, which actually brings me to height. It is just over the backy shower. With the 2 inches of the wall plate there, that is going to be the perfect height. I want to try to keep it as low as I can, realistically. It looks quite respectable this side, but it looks reasonably high that side because of the slope of the garden, but that's just the nature of this beast. So, and what we've got here is we've got 2 by 8 inch. This is the upgraded timber, so it's a lot more dense. I can't remember. They said something to do with the grade of the timber. So this is like a lot denser timber than normal timber. It's obviously treated. And what I've done is I've got them actually clamped together just to look at what I'm doing. So what I've got is obviously this is where the these have been bolted in, apart from that one. These are all bolted in here and they're absolutely solid, right? So I've got the new posts like this in the car at the moment. I'm going to work up the height, and then I'm going to notch the posts like this old one I've done here before. Okay, so don't look at the height of that, but what my plan is to work out the length of this. I've got an extra bit here which I'm going to cut out. So I'm going to put one section in there, and on the other end we've got the other section which goes on the other side, which gives the best strength, I think, because I can't find any more beams over 4.8. So that's going to be absolutely solid. Trust me, I've stood in the middle of this and there's not even a bounce. So when this is all glued on, they're obviously going to be all screwed in the back all the way down. And what I've also got as well is stainless steel coach bolts, which are going to be drilled and situated all the way down there, just in the right, just to make it look nice. Well, not just to make it look nice, but to really clamp these together as well. And how I'm going to do it is I'm going to find the height that I want for this. I'm going to notch out my new timbers. So this will sit inside there, and then we'll have one that will come out. It'll be overlapped a little bit, but at least there'll be one there and one overlap there. And then I think I'm going to get joist hangers to place inside to get the beams. So basically, instead of the beams sitting on top like that, I'm not 100% sure yet, guys, but instead of the beams sitting on top like that, okay, because then I'm going to have to nog it in between each one of these to make it airtight for when I put the roof on. But what I want to do, I think, is obviously cut that to the right shape, but have it so it's actually sitting flush on with the actual beam. So that means that when I put my roof material on, it's going to sit straight, if that makes any sense to you. So we'll see what goes on. And then when I'm doing the roof beams, I think I'm going to go 500 centers all the way down, with the outer one being level with the outside walls. Possibly that one a little bit further. This is what I've got to think. You know, like I said, I'm not a roofer. There's 101 ways to do this. Like I said, I've done that one. But again, this is nice because it's actually flush on the top, which is giving me no air void here, if you know what I mean, which is exactly what I want this one to be like. However, you know, I don't really want to cut anything out of these if I can help it, of these big beams. I want to keep it as strong as I can. But I could do if I get, we'll see, I don't know, see what I come up with. Another couple of things I've done, guys, is, not sure if I showed you that last week, but we've put a concrete base on there. I haven't done any more to this yet because that's got to be dug out. Got to put the ball valves on and core drill through into the drain there, and make a small little cubby there. So that's still to be done. I've got to put another footing in here, so I've got to shutter this up on the correct line, pour that so that goes off. That's a job for this weekend, and then that's ready for this pump house wall to be done. I'm waiting on that though because it's easy access at the moment to get in. I've core drilled all of the holes. Someone did mention that he's put 2 4-inch inlets into the biochamber from his drum. I'm perfectly capable of doing that because I've got 3 outlets and I'm only using 2. So there is another massive chance that I possibly will put another one in. But I'm just going to use the one at the moment and see what happens there. I haven't done much by there apart from dropping a beer bottle. But we've got the outlets all drilled here, and also I've worked out exactly where the air pump is going to sit height wise, where it is, and that is the water going into the coal section. Then it comes out the top, it's going to have to kick along, and then it goes through there. I'm going to put an 1.5 inch ball valve down there. I am in the process of where this backy house, where this backy shower sits by here. I'm in the process of Carl, God bless his soul, is going to make me a sort of like a little stainless steel beam that goes in there with a ring each side, so I can support it to the roof via some stainless steel chains or stainless steel or rope or something like that, you know, just to support the whole leading edge there. Not that I think I need to, but do you know what I mean? I got mentioned in the comments and I'm all up for listening. And another thing I've done is, I have put one of my retaining walls in. So that now, the top of that is at the same height as the top of that, and at the same height as that. So obviously this is going to be the whole patio height. There's going to be some steps down here, and then this height wall will be cut in straight across there through the old pond. I built this up here yesterday. It started to rain, so I've covered the other side. Don't look at the abortion by there. I was just trying to get to gauge, but don't worry about it. It is going to hold fast. Let me get up by here. So now this is the view I've got from this side of the pond, because obviously this is the retaining height. That's going to be my planter for an acer or a I don't know, some sort of pine tree, I guess. What I do have to do is take this wall up a little bit higher, because I want to go to this height here, or just under this height here, all the way across, and then I'm going to put sort of a trestle in there to get a climbing plant to go in there. But that's not too shabby. So that's all done that side now, so my sister will be well chuffed. What else have we done to this week? So anyway, that's quite a lot. We've attached these again, guys. These are absolutely solid. I can't recommend those enough. They're amazing. And like I said, we've even the top's not even on that backy show there properly, but we're still perfectly to height. Again, what we're going to have to do now is, this is one of my next projects this weekend, is the woodwork. So let's get this all glued up and clamped, and well, we're gonna have to go from there, I guess, guys. Oh, we're down the work shed. Oh, I bought myself a new little toy the other day, ready for this particular job. I did have a bigger circular saw, but I've burnt it out. Well, I didn't burn it out, one of my mates did, I think, but hey ho. All DeWalt, love it. Huh, all DeWalt, love it. So what I've done, guys, is I've marked out the beam. I've set the circular saw for the depth I needed, and I've just done, like, you know, what, every a centimetre, 10 mil spaces. These will all knock out then, and I'll get my nice old DeWalt chisel to just to tidy it up a little bit, just sharpen that as well. So what I do need is my hammer, and guess what I've got? Of course, it's a DeWalt one. Fish are happy. Probably not happy with a bit of Linux in there, but they're okay. Cleaned a whole lot down today, guys. Sometimes you just got to put the main pond on the back burner and sort out your fish. But look at those little beauties. Oh my god, absolutely incredible. Some of these have become to new up with me. Give them a bit of a feeler. Absolutely fantastic, guys. My favourite pond. Absolute favourite pond. I think even when the big one's made, that is going to be my favourite pond. Just because of what it's housing. It's fantastic. Pretty satisfying, that, guys. Bit hard to do with one hand though. And there we are, guys. That's about as good as I'm going to get it, being a non-carpenter type. But yeah, that'll do me nicely. So that's one done, guys. Let's get the other one done. Oh, that's a better one. Yeah, that's a lot better one. I think the other one had a bit of an awkward knot in it where I done it, but hey, that one is absolutely lovely. Looks like it's been done on a milling machine or whatever you call them. Right, there we are, guys. That's one upright to the height. And this is the other one. So, lovely jubbly. So that's going to give me a lovely opening, and nice and easy to lock away as well for winter, which is going to be lovely. Lovely, lovely, boys. Wowzers, the day seemed to want it to bright up a little bit. It makes a change. I think it's pissing down tomorrow and the next day. Might even rain this afternoon, I don't know. But let me show you what I've done. So here we are. I have been using Gorilla Glue expanding foam. You've got to wet the inside to activate it. Obviously this is where I've had to put the join. I'll take this off later on. That little join is going to be down that side, but not ideal. But I've got stainless steel coach bolts, so they're all the way down there. I'm 4 short, can you believe it? But I didn't think I was going to be doubling them up like that, but I think that's the best way to stop the wood from bowing. So got these that I need to grind off at some point. But apart from that, and what I've done is actually I've glued just to keep it all in situ and all nice and straight when I was actually putting the glue on and then bolting through. But this glue actually still hasn't actually gone off properly yet, so very good, but that should come off quite easily. Yeah, so chuffed with that, boys. Straight as an arrow as well. And that is a 4x8 beam, so that should work nice and good. Also, an amazing little thing, stainless steels. Oh my god, it's all going to bounce off each other, isn't it? So I'm not sure if they're a 316 stainless steel, but they are stainless steels, what I could find. So that's what's going on, and to be honest, that is not going to be getting wet once I've got the shelter on it, the actual wall, the roof, sorry. So lovely. And what I have got is these are stainless steel. They are 316 stainless steels. They're not cheap, guys, but I'm planning on using those to go through into the wall plate on there, so may as well make it to last. What are you doing, Wolf? Okay. What, you cleaning? Yeah, you probably ruined that for me now, but doesn't matter because I love you. So then, guys, here it is. So we've got the beam in situ. Look at that glue. That's going nowhere, is it? And then so basically we've got the beam here. So I've ordered some more bolts for this. If you can see, we need some more bolts for down the bottom end there, but the height of that is exactly the same as the decking there. So tomorrow now what I'll do is these are just to support it and sturdy it up at the moment. And then we've got a lovely little fall of about 6 inches back there. Isn't it, Wolf? What have you got? Thank you. Mud. Chuck it down there, look. Good boy. Right, so there we are. That's my media I've got. I've just thought I'd just stick it down there out the way, get it out of the way. Get out of the way twice. So down there, guys, is 500 litres of K1 and 80 litres of Helix X or Helix Pro, whatever it is. So yeah, and I've got 150 litres in my 150 litres in my Awaz to go in here as well. So that's 5, 6, 7, 800 litres should be enough now to get it going pretty well. Gonna give it a little bit of a clean up at the moment now, guys. My boy is causing havoc. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? All right, you're sticking that down there, are you? Dad might need that tool one day. I'm not going to know where it is. You don't care, do you? Oh, there we are then, guys. Doesn't feel like I've done a lot again, but I have. It's just like 1,000,001 things to do, and I'm a one-man show at the moment because Nikki is gallivanting in Europe in a £2,000 Mini Cooper with about 14 of his mates. He's having a hell of a laugh, though. So anyway, let me show you now what I've done. And I've got a little thing to show you as well that I might have purchased to see if I can sort out this air ribbon. So what I've just done is I've used my old slabs to shutter off that. So what I've done now is I've made a solid base there ready for the block work. So you can see where the block work comes all the way across here and intersects to that. So I've got a block and a quarter there, well, block and 2/3 there to go there, and then I should be able to get like a nice course of bricks down there just to give me the right height on gauge, because Nicky's put these there, so if I don't do the right gauge he'll be absolutely peed right off. So anyway, that's something, just a little afterthought of the day. Again, guys, there's my main beam up, buzzing about that. Did buy some bolts actually from Tool Station, but I got there 1 minute past 4 and it was closed, so I couldn't get it. So I'll pick those up tomorrow morning, finish those bolts there, pick up a wall plate, some hangers and the joists. So well, that roof should be pushed on a lot tomorrow for sure, and get that all nice and solidly secured. And then that's another piece of the puzzle. Theoretically, it's ready for Matt to start fiberglassing, but it's not, because I want to get some more things complete there. Wait till the temperature's about right. Actually, the temperature's actually lovely today, but it is going to be absolutely peeing down tomorrow. Don't need to do any concrete in tomorrow, so it can pee down as much as it wants to. So let me show you what I've bought ready for my air line, my air curtain, sorry. So a little sexy purchase I've made. Old Jack from the Balding Reefer took it down to me when I was tattooing him last. I ordered this, picked it up from Holland, and he said this is just the job for your air curtain. So there we are, guys. It is possibly the best air pump you can buy. It's a Fugimac. It's a Fugimac 300. So let's get it out and let's have a little look. Yes, guys, so this is it in all its glory. It's not black, but it's the next best thing, which is white. It's a very powerful pump. I think it produces 18,000 litres an hour, which is unbelievable. But it comes with a bit of a price tag, to be honest. But then...
How much?
How much
Where'd
you come from?
I've got to hide in here to find out how much stuff
Not as much as it should be, but probably more than you expect it to be.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I thought of a really good idea to do my air curtain. I tried my air curtain out in there with my 95 litre pump, well, my 95 Evolution Aqua pump, and it only penetrated about 1.5 meters down the actual perforated pipe. So I have another cunning plan. Jack has given me another couple of interesting facts that I can try. So watch this space. And if any pump's going to do it, it's going to be that one, because I think that's probably one of the most powerful ones on the market. Like I said, there's the stats of the pump. So we've got the Fugimac 300. So it's 250 watts. And it's 18,000 litres an hour. And I think that is 2 meters down, if that makes sense to you, I think. But anyway, it sure is a powerful pump. Innit, boy? Right, so that's about it for today, guys. I'm going to take this woman out for a meal because she deserves it, because she's got the figure of a prize pumpkin.
Miller and Carter, what's a prize pumpkin?
Trust me, it's a beautiful fish, and you look just like one.
Oh.
Right, there we are then, guys. This video is officially sponsored by Exclusively Koi. Anyway, poo-poo. There's no poo-poo there, pal, but you be careful now because I've concreted over there, all right? Don't go over there now. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, in away from there. But I love him. Right, guys, so hope you've liked this video. Like I said, there's a little bit of everything going on at the moment. Looking for different bits of timber and stuff like that tomorrow now, so hopefully we can get this roof on. I'm a little bit worried, to be honest, because you know, it looks quite daunting and high, the roof does, but it's because I haven't done my patio yet and I'm on this slant. But if that was on a normal garden, it would look absolutely fine, but it does look a little bit big. But you know, once it's all landscaped and everything's going to come together, isn't it? So yeah, hopefully. So I just want to say one thing about these. I've got a friend that makes mugs. So in the Newark show, I'm going to have 25 Koi Soldier mugs. Oh, now you. Then, you be quiet. I'm gonna buy them all. She's going to buy them all, but they're not for sale, guys. I'm going to give them away. So come and see me. I've still got some t-shirts left in my truck from the other convention, the National Koi Show. So yeah, and I've got loads of stickers left anyway, so if you see me, come and ask. Obviously I don't carry these around, but what I'll do is I'll leave them in Exclusively Koi's little gaff, and if you see them there, they're there. If you don't see them there, they've all gone. So get yourself down to Exclusively Koi, because that's where my merch is, and it's free, guys. Hey. I think my words are falling on deaf ears, aren't they? Yeah, now that's a dushka. Dad's been shot at by a dushka. Let me have a little look. So, yeah, see that little gun there? It's a 1 in 35 scale, right? But one of those, 135 times bigger than that, have been fired at with a twin mounted one in Afghanistan by the Taliban. And these things don't half make a noise. And you don't want to be on the receiving side of one, trust me. And I can vouch for that. I haven't, luckily enough. but I've been pretty close to a couple of those rounds incoming. Yeah, pal, have a play with something nearly killed Dad. Anyway, so if I don't see you this weekend, I'm not going to see you this weekend, but anyway, I'll see you in Newark next weekend, and I might have another video tomorrow. So press the like, subscribe, because you never know when a Koi Soldier is going to drop another bombshell.